Hari Om. So I am continuing Sree Rudram, Anubhagam 11 only, chapter 11. The verse is 10 and 11. 10 is Devala is the Rishi and Anushtup Chandas is the Chandas and Rudra is a Devata. Whereas for 11, 3 mantras, Chandas is Anushtup but Rishi is Bhagavan, Rudra only. Both the Devata and the Rishi is Rudra only. 11 is slightly bigger, it is a combination of 3 mantras. Whereas let us first look at number 10 and 11. I will chant the mantra and then explain word by word meaning. And before that, Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu, Stribhya Dirga Sumangali Bhava, Dirga Aishman Bhava, Sarva Vyadi Nivarana Praptirastu, Sarva Aishwaryam Abhivriddhir Bhavatu Tadhastu. So the mantra is like this. That is the 10th and the 11th mantra. Ya etavantascha bhuyagumsascha disho rudravitastire teshagum sahasrayo jhane vadhanvani tanmasi namo rudrebhyo ye prithivyam ye entarikshe e divi eshamannam vato Varshamishavaste dasha prarchir dasha dakshina dasha pradirchir dashodhirchir dashordhvastebhyo namaste no mridayanto teyam dvishmo yascha no tveshtitam bhojambhe dadha me. It's a big mantra, but I thought I will take these two together today. So it is like this. Ya etavantaha, etavantascha. Ya is something like yaha, who. Etavantascha means etavantaha plus cha, because it's a visarga sandhi, the sa will come. So if you break it, it will be the 2 full stops. Saha. So etavantaha cha. If you join it, etavantascha. Now what is etavantaha? Tavat means what? Up to that. Etavat up to this. That a if you put it is this and only the ta sahataute like that. So tavat up to that. Up to so much. Etavat up to so much. So etavantaha is a bahuvachanam. Like bhavan, bhavantau, bhavantaha we say, no? It's a bahuvachanam, that is plural, masculine, for so much. These here, that is near to you, all these, so much of all these, up to here, like that you are telling. Normally, tavat, etavat, tavat, paryanta means up to that. Tavat is for that, etavat is for this. So, tavat paryanta means up to that, enough. Paryanta means enough, alam, enough, up to that. So up to this is etavat. You add that a before that. That's a Sanskrit grammar. That's a word. So etavantaha, all these here up to many here. So ya etavantaha, like bhavantaha, bhavan bhavantau bhavantaha, etavantaha, bahuvachanam, cha and bhuyagum saha. Bhuyas, again bhuyas is so many numerous. Bhuyam saha is bhuyas, is the dhatu, and then you will get bhuyam saha is nominative bahuvachanam. All this. Bhuyam saha is all this nominative, first case, referring like sahatau te, all those. So all these numerous things, bhuyagumsa, bhuyas is the stem. You can see the prathama vibhakti, nominative case. So, bhuyam saha, all these many. So, etavantaha, so etavantascha, etavantaha plus cha. Ya etavantascha bhuyagumsascha. Again, bhuyagum saha, bhuyam saha is the bahuvachanam for bhuyas dhatu, means all these numerous availability coming there, all this, plenty, everywhere plenty. The bhuyam saha is a bahuvachanam. So, etavantascha bhuyagum bhuyam saha cha and disho rudravitastire. Disho, dishaha, directions, rudraha. So, etavantascha bhuyagumstascha disho rudravitastire. Disho becomes dishaha. Again, saka, that is the sandhi acts. Ramaha jayati is Ramo jayati. When you conjoin, that is called visarga sandhi. The rules are there. So, disho rudraha is dishaha plus rudraha. Ramaha, all rudraha, all Rama shabdam only. Akaranta punlinga shabdam only. Rama shabdam. Ramaha Ramau Ramaha. Like rudraha. Rudraha means rudras. Rudras, I will tell you, Rudras means Rudra Ganas, Kingaras. All who are devoted to Rishis, who are devoted to Shiva. That's what the meaning, the applied meaning. Rudras, plural. Bhagavan is one, but Rudras we say. So, ya etavantascha bhuyagumscha sascha bhuyagum saha cha. Disho, dishaha, rudraha, all rudras, vitastire, vi is upasargaha, vilochanam, all this vi is giving a force to the next word. It is a prefix. There are 22 upasargas, I told you. Visarjanam. So, vi gives a force. It's a upasarga, like greatest, EST. I told you all I have explained. One of the 22 upasargas is vi. Tastire. It is a bahuvachanam litlakaraha, past tense. That is existed so many years back. Prathama Purushaha. It refers to the third person. Existed in Sanskrita, in grammar, I have explained very clearly. These are all, now I cannot explain too detail. We have the lang lakaraha, imperfect past tense. Saha, akkarot and all we can say. He did, he was doing. Akarshit means he did. It's a perfect, that is called lung lakaraha, past tense. We have lung and lung. So, this litlakaraha, saha chakara, if I say, he is not existing now. He has done it very in the distant past. The person whom I am referring to is not existing. That's what I would clearly say. Not it is very distant past. But it refers to already like Rachayan Chakrire, Rishayaha, Veda Shastraha, they created, means they are not there now, like Vyasa or Valmiki are not there living with us now. So for that only I use the litlakara. It's a distant past tense. So tastire, they existed, distant past. Now they are not existing. It's a litlakara. So we, you take it off. Tastire bahuvachanam. Stha comes from the stha, means to stand, to exist. It's not standing, means not really physically standing. Stha is the dhatu, that from there tishtati, stiraha and all will come. Permanence and all. It also indicates permanently existed those times. So, from tishtami, I am standing, also comes from stha. So, stha is the dhatu, means standing, to stand, to exist, to be permanent, to be fixed. All these arthas is there. From that you derive. Tastire is bahuvachanam, existed in litlakara, distant past tense, bhuta kalam, and the object may not exist now with us. In other forms it may exist. That is what they have used litlakara, the third past tense, distant past tense. We have the perfect and the imperfect past tense. I was doing, aham akkaravam, aham akarsham. Aham akkaravam is imperfect past tense. That's called lang lakara. I was doing. Doing is a present tense. I was. Was is a past. So it's imperfect past tense. That's called lang lakara. Lung lakara, I did. Perfect. It's a action over. But Litlakaraha refers to some, Jawaharlal Nehru did, I use a Litlakara because Jawaharlal Nehru does not exist today. Whereas our present Prime Minister would have done a thing some 20 years back. So he did it, I will use a Lang Lakara because he's existing and he did a work 20 years back. He did it, completed. Okay. Tastire. So existed several years back. So V is a force to vitastire. So etavantascha bhuyagam sascha disho. Disho means disha. Directions. Rudraha in all directions. All the Rudraganas. Vitastire existed in the distant past. Teshagum sahasrayo jhane vadhanvani tanmasi. Tesham sahataute of them. Shashti vibhakti. Possessive case. I think in English we call it as genitive. So tesham sahasra yojane, thousands yojana. Yojana here is distance. In olden times, modern times we call kilometers or light years and all. Yojanas, we will say 1,000 yojanas is one day of Brahma and all. We will say kalpa. What is a kalpa? 1,000 yojanas. Kalpa and all is there Treta Yuga, that Yuga, this Yuga. These are all time periods in Sanskrit in Vedic times. Sahasra yojana, 1,000 yojanas. It's very long period. It's not a short period, more than a kalpa. I have given a very good explanation of time span in Sanskrita in Vedic times in my book, A Search in Secret Sacred Hinduism by S Viswanathan. It's available in e-Kindle, Amazon and also Google Books. So, Teshagum Sahasra Yojane. Now, let us see. Sahasra Yojana, thousands Yojana of them. Sahasra Yojana, Tastire, it existed. Ava Dhanvani Tanmasi. Now, here you have to be very clear. Ava Dhanvani. Now, Dhanvaha is Dhanush, bows and arrows. Bahuvachanam is Dhanvani. Phalani, Phalam Phale Phalani. Ava is a upasarga. It's used in various arthas also. Here it means you disarm them of the bows. That's all. See, avagachami, when I say avagachami, you will say how it can be. Avag means I am knowing. I am knowing. I have understood a matter, a subject. Aham avagachami. But here, avadhanvani is used in such a way. Ava is generally to move, to look down and all. But ava is used here, dhanvani, to disarm the bows. Dhanush, Dhanvaha is a archer. In Sanskrita we call as an archer, a Dhanvaha. One who carries the dhanu, the bow. Avadhanvani, now Tanmasi, what is that? That is unstring and disarm. Tanmasi, Tat plus Masi. Actually, Tat plus Masi in Anunasika Senti will be Tanmasi. Tat plus Mangalam, Tan Mangalam. So Tat plus Asi, Masi. Now whether Masi is there or Asi is there. So As is there. If As is the Dhatu, then Asi is there. Tvam, Tat, Tvam, Asi we say. How did this ma come? It is called the Vedic to adhere to the meter, Anushtup 8. Tanmasi, if I say Tat plus Masi, it becomes 2. Whereas Tannasi becomes only 1. Actually, Asi is the correct classical Ashtadhyayi Panini Sanskrit. But it will not suit the Anushtup meter of 8 syllables to a line. It will not suit. Tat plus Masi, 2. If I say Tan plus Asi, Tannasi, it will be only 1. So that is why I think they have to suit, because Masi per se, Masi means actually ink. In Mashi we say in Indian languages, ink, crushed ink, powdered crushed Masi. But that is not here. It must be Tatu plus Asi, that is Tatu Tvam Asi we say, second person, singular. in Ushmat Shabda and all. But here it says tanmasi, tatu plus masi. So you have to be, students to be very careful. It means unstringing. That is, you disarm them. The bow, it has an arrow connecting the two ends, the string. You unstring it. Make them powerless. That is a request. So, etavantaha, those many who are here, or up till here, etavantaha bhuyagum saha is a bhuyas dhatu, clean. It is nominative case and it is very clean. So nothing, no mistake on that Paniniya Sanskrit, bhuyagum saha. You can, Shabdarupa Mala, you can check. All those many up to that point everywhere. So etavantaha bhuyagum saha cha everywhere. So sas, you have to make it a saha plus cha, sas cha it will be. So etavantascha bhuyagum sascha disho rudraha vitastire. They existed, all the rudraganas in all the disha direction. Dishaha they existed, tastire, they were standing or they existed, they were permanent some years back. Teshagum sahasra yojane. See, Tesham of them, they were vitastire where? Very at a far distance. Sahasra yojana tastire te. So those Rudraganas, several thousand yojanas, Sahasra. It's a. I will come to that cosmological also. It's very important for students to understand. So Sahasra yojane tastire, they existed. These Rudras in all directions. Disha. See, in all directions, complete surrounding. When I stand in this point of earth, they existed. Sahasra yojane avadhanvani with sharp weapons. That's what I am interpreting. Not only the bow like that. That is tanmasi has to be unstrung. Tat masi has to be unstrung. Tanmasi. Anunasika sandhi if you apply, tat plus masi will be tanmasi. So masi, I told you, it has to be not asi. The as is the dhatu basically, but asi has to be there in Paniniya Samskrita. But masi is there because for various tan, tatu plus masi, 2 syllables comes out of the 8. It matches the Anushtup Chandas. So that is the Vedic slight adjustment in Vedic Sanskrit. So those Rudras who are 1,000 sahasra yojanas away, sahasra 1,000 yojanas away, their bows have to be unstrung, who are there in all directions. Here, many bhuyagum saha, there many, up to that point many, up to this point, till here many, numerous, having their bows, dhanvani, avadhanvani, you have to make it armless, they have to be disarmed and their strings have to be unstrung. Strings have to be removed so that the bow is no longer powerful. Okay, that is one. I will come to that meaning in cosmological terms, what deep meaning it has. Then the next 3 mantras, in the 11th we see, Namo Rudrebhyo ye prithivyam ye entarikshe e divye shamannam vatho varshamishavastebhyo dasha prarchir dasha dakshina dasha pradirchir dashodhirchir dashordhva stebhyo namaste no muradayantu te yandvishmo yascha no dveshtitam vo Jambhe dadhami. It's a big mantra. Namo Rudrebhyo e prithivyam e entarikshe. Namaha Rudrebhyo becomes Rudrebhyaha. As I told you in the Santi, Ramo Jayati becomes Ramaha plus Jayati, Ramo Jayati when you conjoin. Rudrebhyaha to the or for the Rudras, dative case. Bahuvachanam. Ramaha Ramau Ramaha Ramam Ramau Ramana Ramena Ramabhyam Ramaihi Ramaya Ramabhyam Ramebhyaha Rudrebhyaha. Rudraha Rudrau Rudraha Rudram Rudrau Rudrani like that. Rudrena Rudrabhyam Rudraihi Rudraya Rudrabhyam Rudrebhyah. To or for all the Rudras, that is cosmic power of the Upari powers, the subdivide powers of Bhagavan Shiva, Lord Shiva. So Namaha, Namo Rudrebhyo Ye, Yahayav Ye, who all, Namo Rudrebhyo Ye Prithivyam, in the Prithivi, Saptami Vibhakti Prithivi, Strilinga, Akaranta, Sita Shabdaha or Ikaranta Strilinga, Nadi Shabdaha, Nadyam, Prithivyam, in that, on the Prithivi means our earth, not necessarily the land. Prithviraj means king of the land, you will say, names are there. But we can say as earth. Prithvi Zameen, if you want to say Urdu word Zameen, they will say for all the land, I am having 100 acres Zameen. I am 100 acres. So, Prithivyam, Nadyam, Saptami Vibhakti, 7th Vibhakti, locative case, Ikaranta Strilingaha, Eka Vachanam. Okay. On the Prithvi, on the surface of the earth, or whatever it is. So, Namo Rudrebhyo Ye, who all Prithivyam, in the Prithvi, in the earth. Namo Rudrebhyo Ye Prithivyam Ye Antarikshe Ye Antarikshe, those in the Antarikshaha, Antarikshe Rame, in atmosphere, on the earth. Antarikshaha means it's it can be both Ubayalingaha, Napumsaka and Punlinga, but Saptami Vibhakti, it is locative, in, on. If it is Bahuvachanam, amongst. Antarikshe. So in the atmosphere, in the Prithvi, in the earth, in the surface. So Namo Rudrebhyo Ye Prithivyam Ye Antarikshe Antarikshe Divi. Divi, again all Saptami. Div is the heaven, sky, heaven, above. Divi, Ikaranta Shabda, Nadi Shabda only, Divi, Ikaranta Punlingaha, Divi, locative, Saptami Vibhakti, Ekavachanam. So, Divi, on, in the heaven, in the everything, outside. Heaven you want to take, you take. Divi is actually heaven, sky. So, Namo Rudrebhyo E Prithivyam Ye Antarikshe E Divi Esham Annam Esham, of them, Shashti Vibhakti, Eshaha, like that, it will go if you, Etena Eta, like that, Etena Eta Bhyam Etai and all, Ebhyaha and all, it will come, Sahataute Saptamli, Tesham, Esham, all are same only, of them, Saptami, no, Shashti, possessive case. I think possessive is called genitive case in English. Possessive, of them, Bahuvachanam, of these, Esham, Tesham, of those, all same only, all same breed only. Esham, Annam, in food, of these, of the food, of these, the food, the Rishi is telling, of these, Annam, Vataha, wind, air, oxygen, Varsham, Varsha means not year, it is rains, in the rain waters, in the rains. So, Annam, Esham, Annam, Vataha, Vato means Vataha, Vata, Ubayalingaha, Vataha, Annam, Vato, Vataha, Varsham, rains, Ishavaha, Guru, Ishu means arrows, hitting like arrows, maybe the arrows. Ishu, Ishavaha, Guru, Guravaha, Bahuvachanam. Again, Prathama Vibhakti. If you see the Shabda Rupamala, you can say Guru Shabda, Guru, Guravaha, Ishu, Ishavaha. Ishavaha means arrows, or the what I would say, the dangerous weapons coming out from the atmosphere and all. Okay. So, Esham Annam Vato Varshamisha Vaste Varshamishavah Tebhyaha to them, for them, to all these, that's all he means. सह तौ ते तं तौ तां तेन ताभ्यां तहि तस्मै ताभ्यां तेभ्यः. So, esham annam vato varshamishavastebhyo. Now comes another beautiful point. Vaste tebhyah dasha prachihi. Prachihi is nadi shabdam only. Ikaranta shabdam only. Prachihi. What is prachihi? Prache dishe namaha. On the eastern side, namaha. Dakshinaye dishe namaha. Sandhyavanana mantra. Prache dishe namaha. Dakshinaye dishe namaha. Pradiche dishe namaha. Udiche dishe namaha. Dvaya namaha. Atarayama, like that we say. So, prachi, dasha prachihi. Dasha means what? 10 here, not direction. I will come to that point. Dishaha, na, it is dasha, but dasha also they can use it. But dasha prachihi. It is not the direction prachi, 10 prachis. I will come to that, 10 east, eastern space. Annam vatho varshamishavastebhyo dasha prachihir dasha dakshina south. 10 souths. 10 south spaces directions if you want to take, but it is spaces dasha 10, but it is 10 dasha dakshina, because dakshina means direction. So here dasha dakshina means 10 south, technical meaning, the grammatical meaning. Dasha dakshina, dasha pradirchihi. So south is when you say right, straight east, right south, pradirchihi west, directly opposite, dasha. Again all nominative case, ikaranta strilingaha, pradirchihi, nadihi nadi nadhyav nadhyaha nadim nadi nadhyav nadihi, nadihi nadhyav nadhyaha nadim nadhyav nadihi, pradirchihi, all comes under the accusative. Dvitiya vibhakti, bahuvachanam. All. Prachihi. Dakshinaha. Pradirchihi. Dakshina is nakaranta. There is a different shabda. Not ikaranta strilinga. It's also strilinga, but dakshinaha. That's a pumlinga. Pradirchihi is strilinga. Dvitiya vibhakti. Accusative we say in English. Bahuvachanam. Udirchihi. North. Udir chihi, accusative, dvitiya, bahuvachanam, plural. So what it says, namo rudrebhyo ye prathivyam ye antarikshe e divi esham annam vato varshamishavastebhyo dasha prachir dasha dakshina dasha pradirchir dashodhirchir dashaha urdhva. Urdhvaya namaha, up, urdhvam. So, namo rudrebhyo ye prathivyam ye antarikshe e divyesham annam vatho varshamishavastebhyo dasha prachir dasha dakshina dasha pradirchir dashordhirchir udirchir dashordhvastebhyo namaste no mridayantu teyam dvishmo yascha no dveshtitam vo jambhe dadhami. So it's a big word. Prarchir, dasha dakshina, dasha pradirchir, dashodhirchir, dashordhva, stebhyo, to them, for them, namaha, namaha, dashordhva, stebhyo, namo. So how it comes? Namo rudrebhyo ye prithivyam ye antarikshe ye divi esham annam vatho varshamishavastebhyo dasha prarchir dasha dakshina dasha pradirchir dashodhirchir dashordhvastebhyo namaste no. Namaste, namaha te, no is naha. Namaste no mridayantu. Have mercy on us. Have mercy on us, to us. Naha. Namaste. No. No becomes naha. When you do the visarga sandhi. Sakarantaha, it will go. Namaste. Ramo jayati, Ramaha plus jayati. Visarga sandhi. So what we saw, namaste no mridayantu. Mridayantu. It's a lot lakara hai. Request should be given mercy to us. Naha. Mercy. Mrida means mercy. Mridayantu teno. So how it comes, once again I will repeat. Namo rudrebhyo ye prithvyam ye entarikshe e divi eshamannam vato varshamisha vasthebhyo dasha prarchir dasha dakshina dasha pradhirchir dasodhirchir dasordhvastebhyo namaste no mridayantu teyam dvishmo te those yam dvishmaha. We are also hating them. Dvish is a dhatu, means hate. Enemy, hate and all. Dvishma, whom we are hating. We don't like them. They are our enemies. Something like that. Dvishmaha. Uttama Purusha Bahuvachanam. Smaha. Gacchamaha. Smaha. Mi vaha maha. No. Aham asmi avam swaha vayam smaha. As dhatu. Dvishmo will become dvishmaha. That's what students should understand. Yascha no, then yascha no dveshti tambo dveshti. Again latlakara only. Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam dveshti. One who hates us. Tambo jambe, in the jaws. Dadami, I place. In the jaws of the Rudra, in the mouth of Rudra, jambe means crushing also, they say. In the Jambhu, Nathan and all we say, no, Shivan. The jaws, so if you say jambe, like Rame, Saptami locative case, Ekavachanam. Dadami, not dadami, dadami is I give, dadami, fourth dha, I place, I hold it in your jaws. This is the artha. So it's a big artha. I wanted to complete it today. Its artha is like this. Those who are all even in annam, even in vataha, wind, antariksham, prithvi, on prithvis, and all the 10 directions, prache, dakshinaye dishe, then Pradiche and Udiche, Urdhva, up also. Dvishmaha, whom we hate, we all hate. And whom dveshtihi, who hates us. Yam, whom. So you have to separate. Jambe, your jaws, dadhami we place. So you have to help us. Mridayantu, have mercy on us. That means any evil persons armed, means with bows and arrows, who can create harm to us, who can punish us, who can harm us. Him, you please make him unarmed by removing tanmasi, unstringing his strings of the bow. Avadhanvani, the dhanus also should be removed from him and unstring it. Make sure that they are not in a position to be usable. And we are place them. I am placing all these facts, all these in your jaws only. So have mercy on me. Through prayers the Rishi is offering, placing them in the jaws of the Bhagavan, not to be crushed by the jaws of the Bhagavan. All those 16, Namo Rudrebhyaha, Nama Rudraha, Rudrebhyaha, Ramebhyaha, to the Rudra for the Rudra, all the Rudra Ganas, to all the Rudra Ganas, I pray. E Prithivyam, who all in the Prithivyam, on the surface of the earth, Antariksha, atmosphere, Divi, in the sky, in the heavens, is the Annam, Vataha, wind. Ishavas tebhyah, Ishavaha tebhyah. You have to break again. Ishavaha is arrows. Ishu, Ishavaha, Guru, Guravaha. So arrows, Bahuvachanam, nominative case. So all those in every arrows, everything, unstrung bows, disarmed people, Dadhami, I am placing it in the jaws. Jambe, on or in the jaw. Tebhyaha, for them, to them. What to them? Mritayantu, you please also show mercy. It is a lot lakara, an order. Something like you should show mercy. So, cosmologically, what it means? Some time back, there were existing all these rocks, sharp rocks. They were existing, they were pummeling the earth. Cosmologically, they were hitting. I told you a big a meteor hit the earth. The earth which was spinning like this started spinning after the hit. And then from that 1/3 of it came as a moon. It started rotating and now a circle formation is there. Rugged circle was there. Now a good circle is there. By spinning over a period of time, some 4 billion years back, everything was hitting one or the other. Life was not possible not only in this earth but outside the atmosphere, outside the cosmos, in the cosmological field. When a lot of gases and stones and meteors and meteorites, planets, star-tailed nakshatras hitting one against each other, emitting gases, emitting dust, emitting stones, making life impossible. Oh, everything you disarm, you make them powerless, toothless. And I am taking them and putting in your jaws for crushing it. That's all. I am placing it. So I pray to you. This is the overall meaning of this big verse. That is 10 and 11. So that means cosmological reference, not simply the arrows of some other people. Sahasra yodhanam. Those things which are several yodhanas away from this earth, what could be that? That could be only these cosmic stones, cosmic stars, gases, pebbles, meteors. See, these are all not small things. We can just say small, but if you go outside, your size is nothing. These are all giant. In the giant field they play. Open space, not a football ground. Our earth is nothing, not even a dot, compared to the whole cosmology, universe. Now, why this dasha comes is the main important thing. See, we have in multiverse. In multiverse, we say 10 spaces are there, 10 universes called spaces, and 1 space for time. So, there are 11 universes. That's what Gadopanishad in part 2, Valli 2, Yamadharmaraja tells Nachiketa, Puram Ekadasha Dwaram, Ajasva Avakra Chetasaha. The Chetasaha, who is Avakra, who does not have any crooked forms, and who is Ajasva, who is unborn, he has 11 gates. That means 11 universes. Okay, 10 plus 1, 11. It's a pakka, it's a pure cosmological science I am telling you. That is called M theory and string theory. By vibration, by string, the entire creation took place. Nadam, sound. Now these 10, that's what they say dasha. If I say 10 spaces in east or 10 spaces, these 10 east spaces are 10 different universes. That's why this number 10, our rishis have picked up. In some places they pick 11. Puram Ekadashadwaram, 10 plus 1 universe is time. 10 plus 1 time is what M theory states. M theory, string theory, they all define. There are 11 universes, multi-universes, not ours, and several times bigger, huge, unimaginable. This is what they have proved. That is why Gadopanishad also he says, Puram Ekadashadwaram. Why he cannot say Puram Saptadashadwaram? He could have said, when we have Saptate Agne, Samidaha, 7 abodes are there, 7 tongues are there. For spectrum of rays, we have 7. The Garma rays, the infra the X-rays, the ultraviolet rays, the light, the infrared rays, the cosmic, the radio waves, and the microwaves, and finally the radio waves. We have the 7. That's why 7 goes to Agni when they describe. But here they are saying Dasha, Prachihi, Dasha Dakshina. Everywhere you see Dasha spaces. Correct. Directions spaces. Plus 1 is time. That is why Puram Ekadasha Dwaram. So here they are talking to the entire space. They are not talking of the time. They are talking of the 10 different universes. You can check M theory. In physics, latest M theory. I think Kaku Michio, a Japanese American scientist in City University of New York, is one of the pioneers. Michio Kaku, or I don't know how they pronounce. It's Kaku, K-A-K-U. So that means in that M theory, string theory, we have the Dasha spaces. See how perfectly they pick up those numbers. When Chaduratma, they say that is standard model, accepted model, even Einstein accepted standard model, Chaduratma, Chadurbahu, and all we say, I spoke in Vishnu Sahasranamam. Why standard model has a strong nuclear force, a weak nuclear force, electromagnetic force, and a gravitational force, 4. That is what universe is. So that means the numbers Dasha, Prachir, Dasha Dakshina, Dasha Pradirchir. So 10 east directions, 10 south, 10 west, and 10 north. So when you talk of that Dasha, 10, 10, 10, why? So this is the beauty of this cosmological, where they explain the cosmos nicely, but for the mundane level man to understand, they also bring a little bit of localization. Arrows signifying sharp stones, or the bow for the sound, for the power. Something to identify with. So with this I am completing this 10th and 11th. The more of it I shall continue. Please subscribe to my channel till such time. Bhuyat Tavat Shubhamangalam Hari Om.